Hey, how's it going? This is Kat Hollowell. I'm a marketing director, and I've decided to start teaching loan officers some of the strategies I've learned over the last few years of working with loan officers and marketing for First Cal, which is the mortgage company that I work for. And I want to bring down some of the strategies that I've learned and just share them. I attended the camp sales and marketing event yesterday and heard from Roberto Monaco of Influenceology, and he challenged us all to change our LinkedIn status to teacher, advocate, coach, and to teach people. And I really feel like I do have something to teach, and I want to start sharing it with you guys. So you are a recipient of my very first ever video. So cut me some slack. There may be some bumps and bruises along the way, but I really want this to be an interactive journey where I can share information with you guys and you can continue to teach me, because I've learned everything from the 200 plus loan officers, probably 250 loan officers that I've worked with over the last 3 years, and implementing all the different strategies and seeing what's worked best. So there's a lot of things to think about and what I wanted to share first. So for today, I decided to go with the topic of controlling or owning your online researcher's experience. So owning your online researcher's experience. We all know that borrowers and realtors shop us. They shop our rates, they shop our products. They're always kind of making you sell yourself over and over again to them. But even once they've decided to go with you, we know that they're still going to look you up online. They want to see what your website looks like. They want to get to know you better online in the comfort of their home. But the great thing is you can control that experience, and you can put your content up there and control what they see. So I'm going to show you a live example of this at the end, but first I want to roll through these topics. So your website, when somebody Googles you, they're going to see your website. It's generally going to show up first. It needs to have a video of you. It's just absolutely has to. In this day and age, you're not going to meet all of your clients face to face. You may not live in the same town as them, and they can get to know you that way by being able to see a video. It should also have links to other ways to connect with you, and it needs to look professional and current. Oftentimes, the next thing that's going to show up for you is your LinkedIn. So this site needs to exist. It needs to have a good headline, and I'll show you where the headline is. It needs to have an actual picture of you. It doesn't matter if you don't like your picture or not. It's what you look like. So you need to post a picture of you. And it should also have some recommendations. The third thing is online testimonials. I'm going to show you a site. It's called Reach 150. Super easy to use. Great way to ask for recommendations and control the content. You get to read them and publish them. And that way you'll start to have some testimonials up that are going to show up really high on Google, because these are written by all different people and they're written often. Google is constantly indexing for that content and showing it up high. So it's going to look really good to Google. The other thing, when I show you the site, you'll see is they tend to be written in a couple of sentences. So people love that in this day and age. They don't want to read a letter of testimonial or letter of recommendation about you. They want a couple sentences saying what was different about working with you than anyone else. So you'll get to see that content. And then you're going to share it on your social media sites. And that way you'll not only have those testimonials up, but you may actually generate leads from it. Next thing that's going to show up on Google are other social sites that you have. So your personal Facebook page, your business Facebook page, Active Rain, Zillow, all of those sites that offer a profile, those are going to show up next. So it's great to have those other sites because it's just going to allow you to control that content more of what's showing up on the first page of Google. Because obviously there's 10 things that are going to show up there. So you want to control all of those. And then you can also make sure that you're connecting with people in the ways that they want to be connected to you. You don't have to have all of them. If you want to just do a couple, that's fine. Or you could sign up for Hootsuite or one of the other services that posts. You can post one time there and it'll syndicate out to all of your sites, so you don't have to do a lot of work. So I'm going to sum up that again at the end, but for right now I'm going to show you examples of what this looks like in action. So I've typed into Google, Catherine, you say. Catherine, I hope you're all right with me using you as an example. Catherine's one of our loan officers in Colorado, and she's doing a great job of implementing some of the techniques that I've showed here today. So she does have a unique name, so it's going to direct me to the right person. If your name is Bill Jones or Mike Smith or something, um, typically people will automatically put loan officer or the town that you're in, because they know that just typing Susie Smith into Google is going to return a lot of results. But for many of you with unique names, people will just search your name. So you can do that for yourself. If you haven't Googled yourself recently, you need to, because you have an online presence, whether or not you're owning it. So first up here is her website. Google does try and put up the actual website of a business first, so that's typically going to show up. Catherine actually doesn't have video on her site, so that's something that I want to work with her on, is putting a video up there. The next thing that's actually showing up right now is her Reach 150 testimonial website. So here you can see from the listing 128 recommendations for Catherine. So right there, I'm going to want to click on that, especially if I'm a borrower and I want to know if I want to work with her or not. So I click on that, actually 131. So since the last time Google indexed, she's gotten 3 more recommendations, which is great. And I can easily go through and see here, home buyer, real estate broker, realtor. She has a variety of people leaving her recommendations. And these are short, they're a few sentences long, so you can actually read these as a borrower, consumer, or realtor, and see what people are saying. The other great thing, as I mentioned before, is this is great social content. Right here, there's Facebook and Twitter, LinkedIn, as well as email. So you, as a loan officer, can post this to your sites and drive traffic back to you that way and actually generate leads. And we've actually heard success stories of this technique generating leads for that person, because you'll see, oh, so-and-so recommended them and they're in my circle type of thing. So that's a great strategy. So that vendor is Reach 150. I don't get anything out of it if you sign up. I just think you should. So the next thing is her LinkedIn is showing up right here. And you definitely want to have a LinkedIn. You want to have a picture of yourself. And then you can actually control this headline as well. So it's great to have your title, but even better would be to add in something like helping homeowners realize the dream of homeownership, or whatever, that was off the cuff. But maybe, helping first-time home buyers realize the dream of homeownership. Or if you have a niche, VA, a jumbo, something like that, you can actually put that into your headline as well as your title. And that goes over really well. You want to have a good summary that you've written that doesn't sound like a robot, and then your experience so people can see how long you've been here at your company and what you were doing previously. And then a few recommendations. You don't need to have as many as you would have on your Reach 150 site, but it is nice to have a couple kind of social proofing things here that say, that on a business level, people are recommending you. So you definitely want to take care of that. If you don't have a LinkedIn profile, go and get one today. And then you can start to pimp your profile, as LinkedIn calls it. We actually worked with LinkedIn because we're an advertiser with them, and they went through some of these techniques with us, and especially talked about the headline, picture, just the realty of what this needs to be. So take advantage of those tips. The next thing is going to be images. So as long as you have some of your professional images on your web pages, they're going to show up here. And then your Facebook, Zillow, Active Rain, she has all of those sites on, and that's great. Because if I'm somebody who is a big Facebook follower, I'm probably going to click there next. Or if I'm a realtor and I use a lot of Zillow, then maybe I'm going to click onto the Zillow profile next. And this is for her team and its additional recommendations. So that's great to be able to see that there. And you can contact from here as well. So if your Google doesn't look like this and you're not controlling all the sites that are coming back from Google on you, you need to go tonight or tomorrow and start cleaning those up and start working through that. As I said, you need to have video on your website. I'm actually going to record a further video on how to create a video. So I'll do a step-by-step. For what you're watching right now, I've actually just opened up QuickTime and I'm doing a desk recording with my webcam showing. There's probably an unlimited number of ways that you can record a video and post it online. You can do Snagit with video. You can post it on lots of different places, YouTube, Vimeo. I mean, there's a multitude of things you can do. So I'll just do one recommendation that I think works well, and I'm going to do that in a future video. And I hope that you'll take advantage of that and get it up on your website so people can get to know you the real you, because even if you don't like what you look like in your video, it's what you look like. And this is what I look like. And I hope you guys got something out of this, my very first video. Planning on calling this series Mortgage M.D., so Mortgage Marketing Director. And I hope you guys will learn a lot from it and come back to see the future videos that I put together. Again, I'm Kat Hollowell, Marketing Director at First Cal, and I look forward to sharing more tips with you along this way. Have a great night.